Well, Nickelodeon, you brought back 3 Nicktoons. Why not bring back the rest of these Nicktoons? Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another animated tops video. So today's animated tops video is going to be on my top 5 Nicktoons that I want to see revive. And before we get into this, here are a few words from the channel. All aboard the animated social media express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to join our special animation community? Then join our Discord group, Animation Bliss. Want to see more updates on our YouTube videos? Then check out our Facebook group, Animation Bliss. Want to download on everything going on with this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, back to the video. So I actually did this video many years ago, and I do have like 5 particular Nicktoons that I want to see get revived again. But the video I did in the past was pretty much outdated, so I wanted to update this video a bit and make it look a lot better than it was before, and also to let you guys know on the updated details regarding the shows that I wanted to see updated on Nickelodeon. But before we get into that, here are a few things I want to let you guys know. Number 1, there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen any of these Nicktoons before, you might want to watch these Nicktoons first before watching this video. And number 2, this video is based off of my personal opinions, so there might be some Nicktoons on this list that you guys may not agree with. So if there are any other Nicktoons that you want to see get revived, then please let me know in the comments down below. And now let's get started with this video. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking, but Rabbitearsblog, didn't Doug get bought out by Disney? And didn't Doug technically get a finale of sorts both times? Well, I have to say, yeah, Doug did get a finale both times, and Doug did get bought out by Disney. But I can't help but think that there's a lot more they could tell with Doug's story after Doug graduated from school. Like, even though there's a lot of shows out there that don't necessarily have to have it set up where we need to know how the characters' lives are like after they graduate from school or what they're like as adults, I felt like with Doug, I do want to see what Doug's life is going to be like when he becomes an adult. And I also want to see what Doug would have been like if Nickelodeon still had the rights to Doug. Now, I don't know if Nickelodeon is ever going to get the rights back to Doug from Disney. I'm not sure about that. But if Nickelodeon were to somehow get the rights back to Doug, then I would love to see what Doug's life is like as an adult, or what his life is like after he graduates from junior high. And I would like to see more about his relationship with Patty Mayonnaise, because that's one of the main things with the series is Doug's crush on Patty Mayonnaise. And even though the creator Jim Jenkins has stated that Doug and Patty are not going to be together, I would like to see that played out in the show itself for me to take that as canon. So yeah, I would like to see what Doug's life is like after he graduates from junior high. Does he go to high school? What is his and Patty's relationship like after high school or after junior high? I would like to see how all of those play out. And I'm not sure if the Disney version is going to resolve all that, or Nickelodeon's going to get the rights back to Doug at some point. That's kind of unknown at this point. But yeah, I would like to see what happens with Doug's life after he graduates from junior high. Now this is another odd Nicktoon that's on this list, and I know what you guys are thinking, but Rabbitearsblog, Danny Phantom has a comic that's currently out right now and is already taking place after the series finale of the original series. And yeah, even though I understand that there's already a comic book series about Danny Phantom going on, that's a continuation of the original series, I still want to see all of that be animated. But some of the things that didn't get resolved in the original Danny Phantom series was the whereabouts of Dark Danny and Danny's relationship with Valerie. Like in the original series, before Danny had a relationship with his best friend Sam, he had a relationship with Valerie, who hunts ghosts, and I wanted to see where that storyline went through. And of course we got the introduction of Dark Danny, who's basically Danny's evil counterpart, and I wanted to see where his story was going to go. And even though the comic book series is trying to resolve those plot points, I wanted to see those plot points resolved in the animated series itself. because I'm that type of person who's like, yeah, I understand if a TV series or a movie series gets continue in another medium like books or comic books, but I want to see it animated or see it in a movie format first to confirm if it's canon or not. So that's my thing, is that even though there's a Danny Phantom comic book series that's running right now, I wanted to see all of this resolved in animated format. So if Nickelodeon decided that they wanted to bring back Danny Phantom in animated format, then I would love to see how these issues get resolved in that animated format. So Auburn Monsters was one of the older Nicktoons that came out on Nickelodeon. And in that series, the monsters go to school and they're being taught how to scare people. And I would love to see the monsters graduate from school and see what their lives are like after they graduate from school. Like, are they going to become famous monster scarers, or are they going to become teachers themselves? I would like to know where the monsters are going to go after they graduate from school, and what's going to happen to the teacher, the Grombo, and other teachers there. Like, are they still going to be teaching other monsters how to scare people, or are they going to be doing other things after their students graduate? I am curious about what's going to happen to the characters after they graduate from school in Auburn Monsters. So yeah, that's why I want to see Auburn Monsters revive, just to see these characters graduate from school. Now, As Told by Ginger does have a finale where we're shown that Ginger becomes a famous writer and we see her get married. But I would love to see Ginger's journey through there. Like, I would like to see if she and Darren actually do get back together, because the last time we saw them, they were broken up. And I would like to see how Ginger and Darren got back together in the first place. So I would like to see how that played out. And I also wanted to see what happened to the bullies that Ginger had to deal with, like with Miranda and Mipsy, who were the main bullies. And I would like to see what their lives are like after they become adults themselves. So those are some things that I want to see be resolved from As Told by Ginger if the show does get revived at some point. And then, of course, my number one Nicktoon that I want to see get revived is the Angry Beavers. Now, there's been a lot of talks about the Rebooted season and what's going to happen during that season. Like, there was some talks that in that season, Norbert and Treeflower were going to get married and they were going to have kids, and Daggett was going to visit them at some point. So I wanted to see how that all played out, but then I also heard that the creator Mitch Shower might not do the Rebooted revival, but whatever Nickelodeon's going to do about the Angry Beavers, because I felt like out of all the Nicktoons, the Angry Beavers got the worst end of the deal. Like, they were canceled before they had a finale, and even though they had a finale called Bye Bye Beavers, I don't really consider that a finale to the Angry Beavers, because one, it wasn't animated, and two, I just felt like it didn't really resolve all the major plot points for the series itself. Like, did Norbert and Treeflower get together, and what is Norbert and Daggett's life going to be like after they get older? Like, I felt like it didn't resolve any of that, and that's why I was so happy about the whole Rebooted idea, was that it was going to resolve all of that. Like, it would have had Norbert and Treeflower be married, and it would have had Norbert and Daggett visit each other, and I would have loved to see how that all played out. So I definitely would love to see the Angry Beavers get revived at some point, if Nickelodeon allows it to. So those are my top 5 Nicktoons that I want to see get revived. I'm not sure if Nickelodeon is still bringing back older Nicktoons at this point, or even if Nickelodeon does start bringing back the older Nicktoons, I'm not sure if the original creators are willing to come back to work on these projects, so that remains to be seen. And it's possible that this video might get dated too, so we don't know. Like, we don't know what Nickelodeon's going to do in the near future, if they're going to revive these shows, or if they're just going to, like, not revive any of these shows. Or, on the other hand, Nickelodeon might revive these shows, but the creators might not want to come back. Again, we don't know what's going to happen there. But I do hope that Nickelodeon does revive these shows soon, and these are the Nicktoons that I want to see get revived the most. So those are my top 5 Nicktoons that I want to see get revived. And tell me in the comments down below, what are your top 5 Nicktoons that you want to see get revived? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.